I hope that works. I mean, trying to fix a mistake of mine, seeing if it'll work. Just cross my fingers. Well, what did I do wrong? I guess I put in the wrong thing. No. Maybe it just needs a second to load up. How long does it take for something to show up on GitHub once you submit it?
It should be instantaneous. Yeah. For instance, the last commit I see is from you 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's trying to still fix that. I wish I didn't touch it.
Sorry guys, for this week, do we need to develop anything or just the diagrams?
I'm not sure if we have to add the control class or just develop the diagrams for the control class. I was just reading through and I was trying to think. I think all we have to do is the diagrams.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. So yeah, I suppose it's a diagram, and then next week perhaps we start developing it.
And test matrix.
Hey, here's a question for you. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change the Curious Workmanship folder to be Oregon Trail. Do you know how to do that just straight in GitHub?
Sorry. So where you want to do it? You need to do in your local version, and then you submit on GitHub.
Okay, so I thought I just did that, but it's not popping up for some reason.
Okay. Okay. You want to share your screen and we can see together.
Git create repository here. No. Git clone. This is what I get for trying to use a different program. It would come back to bite me.
Sorry, Cody. Do you want to share your screen and we can see together?
Yeah. Let me get that.
Yeah.
Let's see how do I do that. Here we go. Sorry, screen. Okay. So I'm trying to get this Oregon Trail over. But I'm trying to remember what I did. I use a Tortoise Git app, which I regret doing because now I'm having trouble remembering how to do it. It should be just git clone and then just send it over.
Yeah.
Did not exit cleanly.
You know that actually I don't know. I usually don't do externally. I usually do inside the NetBean.
Let's see.
So yeah, if you open your NetBean,
do it straight from here.
Sorry, say again.
So like what I'm trying to do is all I really want to do is just change this file, Curious Workmanship,
so
to
the package
to update to Oregon Trail.
Okay, the package you want to change, the package name. Okay. Should we try to do from a machine, because I can show you how I do on NetBean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me share then my screen.
My screen sharing somehow. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. So Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, forgive me in advance, my machine is slow. So hopefully we should be fine. Okay, so let's open. Okay, you want to change this one, right? So,
yeah.
So we rename from here.
Refactor. Oh, interesting.
Yes, and so basically, yeah, we do inside the bin, net beans, and then we can just commit and push the change. Yeah, I don't know why it's taking 3 hours. So he's doing something. Let's see from here. 6%. I suppose because every time we do something, the class that we use, they use this package. So that's why. Okay, how should we call it? You say?
Capital O, then O, capital O R E G O N.
Oregon, okay.
And then capital T, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, so refactor. Then I suppose what he does, then he change the package name, and that one you should change this package name across all the classes we have in the.
Oh yeah.
There.
Yeah, and that's what I first did.
Now
I changed the classes, then that's what you saw from my update. Then I tried to go back to change the package and realized I was having some trouble because I was trying to do it straight in GitHub. I forgot to actually try and.
Oh, actually, good point. Okay, so actually, good point. I forgot to do first things I should do. I should do the. I should sync my version. Actually, didn't do. So.
Oh, okay.
Retro-upstream.
Yeah, we'll probably look over and make sure I got all the spots.
So yeah, did it, and then I need to pull the changes. I need to learn, the shortcuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing better than me on it. I'm still scratching my head a lot on figuring out the stuff.
Okay. Yeah, because as I said last time, I use Eclipse, not NetBeans, so I do know all the shortcut. Well, not all the shortcut. I know some shortcuts, and so it's nice. Yeah. Faster history, remote. Then okay. So we are prior changing the package, and then I will commit, commit, and then I will push my changes. Okay, so. Okay, let me check something. So if I go here, yeah. Okay, so I come in, I push. We should be able to see in the.
Right, there's one thing. The import. When I missed that part, I have the BYU.CIT260.curiousworkmanship.model.inventory item. When you change that curious workmanship to organ trail.
Sorry, where here you mean?
Yeah. To organ trail.
Where? Yeah. Okay, so now, so if I go on Oregon Trail, our GitHub git repository, we should see. Yeah. Okay, so I committed the latest changes, so you can see on the GitHub. So we just need to sync. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I different software outside the the development software. I personally always prefer to do everything inside here, because this way I don't need to go outside and look for something. I can do everything's commit, push, and get things directly from the same view, basically.
Let's see. We need to. Let me take a look at this.
Okay, so Todd, sorry, did you see how many class diagram do we need to create? Do you know already?
Oh, let me find that out again. Let's see.
No. I meant to tell you guys. I found a video that our professor made last semester, where he was going over some of the objects and classes we should have. So I'll send it over to you guys. I found it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
There's some classes that we don't have that we can add that I saw in there that are good ideas.
Okay, so first of all, let's say to review the user end user stories. Let's see if I have the copy somewhere. Okay.
User stories. Control layer. Game control, map control. Okay, that's not too bad.
Okay, so how should we proceed? Should we? I don't know. Should we go through the document together? I mean, thought you were sharing the document. Should we just go through the document you're sharing there?
Yeah, sure. So
yeah, just to have an yeah.
So we just need to make a diagram, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it seems like.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
and seems we need to do okay. So it's the class controller diagram, and we need to basically define all the classes that are for the that represent the user stories.
Yeah.
Saying on the beginning, yeah.
Patron stories. Okay. So I guess first we come up with the classes.
Yep.
So what are some user end stories that we need to add control classes for? We already got game and map control. That'll be easy.
Yes. Do you have with you the document with all the user stories? Because otherwise I can show you with you because I have it open here.
Yeah, I don't know where it is on mine.
Okay. Okay, let me send you to you. This, I think, this is the document that the teacher then share across all the students. So let me. Just need to. Let's see. Okay. To share a document, can I just drag and drop?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not working. So I drag and drop in the chat, right?
I think it'll go.
Yeah, because it's not getting it. Okay, so let me do this way. Okay. Okay, so I send you the document.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right, I see. All right, requested access.
Is that, oh, it's in chat. Okay. That's it now. There it is. Okay.
Okay, so basically, okay, given the document that, the team assignment document, so game controller, we do need game controller as well, right? So mom controller, yeah, it's the same. Should we do as last time with the shared document? We write the name of each class with the functions, attribute functions.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then one of us can make a diagram.
Yeah.
If you want, I can make the diagram, but we don't have to do it all together. Like, we'll just write everything down in a shared document, and then when we finish, I can just make the diagram and send it out to you guys.
Okay, that works.
You don't have to like physically watch me make it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
thanks,
no
Todd.
problem, man.
Just still waiting on that permission for the
yeah,
Google Drive.
Yeah.
Attach the image of the UML class diagram control layer. Yeah, so it's just a diagram. Test matrix, we also have to do that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just refresh it. There we go. Alright, so. Cool, help menu. Okay, that won't be too hard. Font. Menu.
Okay.
Alright, sweet. And
Okay.
they also gave us a little bit. They gave us a diagram. Where is it? on our team assignment here. Of course, it's for a different program, but it'll help us.
Yes, yeah. I think game control is because we do need that one.
It'll be the same. And map too.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like map control would.
And inventory too.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry, Todd, can you create the document and we can start to write them?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
Yes. Cody, can you see the document now? Did you see the granted access?
Still don't see the Google Drive doc.
Oh, still not. Okay. Strange. I suppose faster I send you by email.
I'll go back to because we'll all be able to see the document and I'm gonna show you.
Perfect. Okay.
Here we are. Oh, now the invitation for the other one came in.
Ah, okay.
Boy, it took a while on my end, but here we go.
Okay, so
control class, right?
oh,
and then
sorry.
The method that'll go with that is what are our methods? This too. Okay, our methods for game control: start new game, initialize map. So then start the program. Is going to be start new game. Game player. Yeah, user stories. So the first one will be start the program. That'll be start the game. The main menu. So displaying the main menu, we won't have to do anything, but we will have to resume saved game.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I don't know. You see, for instance, the main menu. So do we have main menu controller?
Oh yeah, I don't think we do. Do we need a main menu controller?
Oh, it's part of the game control. I'm not sure. Let's see.
Yeah, because I think because like start new game, that will just start the game control, and then resume saved game, that will just be one of the things in game control. I think. Let me check our things in game control. So So game control, we have initialize map, save game, retrieve game. Yeah. So that'll just be part of game control.
Oh, what? Sorry, the menu will be part of the.
Sorry. So
sorry.
In the main menu. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Sorry. So we do we need the menu control?
No, I don't think so.
No. So because you say it will be part of game control.
Yeah, because they have start new game. They have that as part of game control here. I'll show you. So start new game is part of game control, and then save game
instance,
and retrieve game also.
Okay, so for instance, if I want to see, let's say, give me like an action, okay? Because I think control is like you ask the request and you get an answer, sort of, right? So if we say, okay, display main menu, where it is?
That makes sense because I know display is its own class. There's a display class also.
Yeah, think like display. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So I think from what I understand, I don't know, I'm still kind of lost too. The control class is whatever does calculations.
Yes.
So if it has to do a calculation, like it has to do a calculation to start the game, it has to do a calculation to retrieve a game that was saved.
Yes. Yeah. If we think again these things about model view controller things, so the view is the interface, right? So the menu we display on the screen, the way we display the things on the screen, that's the view. Then when you press a button, let's think, for instance, we see the main menu right on the screen. Then when we press a button A, let's say, or 1, and we press enter, from the view called the controller asking for something. Give me the action A. So then the controller,
the calculation.
the controller is basically get the data, process the data, and then give the data to the view to display.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, so view, display, the controller make process. Yes, you are right. I mean, it's the algorithm does calculations, but any kind of calculation can be any kind of process. Can be, I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, for instance, game control, you can start a new game. Yes. Initialize map. Yeah, save game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think so we can keep the game control. I think we can keep game control and map control as most as they are.
And then help, that will be the display menu because you'll just show a menu. That's all it will do, right?
Yeah. So that's right. Yeah. So yeah, should we try? So should we go through the end user stories and try to see if it's a control, yes or no, and if it's yes, which actions the control does.
Yeah.
So main menu, is it how do we know if it's a controller or not? How do you tell if it's a controller or not? There's a definition somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and look online, see if anything says.
Let's see. I'm looking at some of their.
So control layer classes are not responsible for modeling the data in the system. As a result, they often do not have attributes. They also do not have anything to do with end-user interface. Getting a display output back to the user functional view. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So basically, yeah, it's just okay. Now understand. So basically, that's why they don't have like attributes because they don't get.
They don't have variables. Yeah. They
don't need to store anything. They just need to process.
They just take variables from the other classes and process them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. So for instance, if you see like game control, then there is a function called save game. In input, you get a player. Now this input player is being given to him through the view.
Yeah.
So the view class, let's say, it gives the player call game control, give the player, and then the game control save the game. That's the action saving. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Okay, so in that sense. Okay, so yes, then you're right, Todd. Sorry. So if we think this way, then the main menu is not a control; is the view class. Yeah. Okay. So looking at the story, story 1. So we have the action start a new game. So game controller start a new game. Okay. Then the story 2. So you can save the game. So save game. Or like load game, right?
Yeah. Start new game or load new game, I guess. Help menu. I don't think the help menu has any control.
Help menu. Because yeah, I think you're right. That's maybe it's just the view control.
Yeah.
Sorry, the view class. Display the help.
Quit. Now quit. That should be too. That's probably control.
Yeah. Okay. Just think about the help first. Okay. If I want help, okay. So if I say, okay, I want the main menu to help, what happens then?
I think it flashes up a normal generic menu. It's just a normal help menu. Or it may be help with such and such thing, like help with buying things. And then you press 1 and it shows a generic message for help with buying things. It gives some generic information. So it doesn't process anything.
It doesn't and it's always static. Will always be the same content. Doesn't change according. Okay, then yes, you don't need the control.
Yeah, it's
generic. I mean the option will always be the same. Yeah, it would be just the view. Say I want this. Yeah, okay. When you do the exit, the same, doesn't need to do any calculation, anything. You just need to display, I don't know what it does with exit actually.
Well, it says you can just quit or you can save and quit.
Okay.
So if we save, then that's definitely a model layer function. But quitting, I'm not sure because I don't know exactly how it works yet.
Yes. Yeah. As I said before, without reading what the team assignment is saying, I know that every time you do an input, then there's always a controller doing something with this input. You don't pass from a view to another view. When you do from view to view, there's always a controller in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so that means that doesn't matter what you do with the game, there will always be to an action will be always be a controller doing something and then view.
Okay, so quick game is probably control.
Yeah, no, anything, yeah, for instance, help, exit, anything that you do require an action, then you do need a controller.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, this is the way, but you know, so I don't know if you want to use this statement, and then means they also, when you click help, the help will call a controller. The controller will get the data to be displayed, and then the view will display it. So for instance, okay, so start a new game, save game, load game, then I don't know, display help. I don't know, display help menu. Do you send a number for this? Yeah, you see, for instance, when here says if a user enter a wrong value, okay, so I don't put any 1, 2, 3, I put something else, then an error message is displayed. Now the question is how the program knows what is correct, what is wrong. So it's the controller that get the input, understand if it's valid input or not.
So we could have a method called validate input or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yes. Yeah, I think we need the method. Yeah, for the validation. Because actually, it would be always needed every time you call a menu, use the menu.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter what kind of action you require. The first thing is validation, is checking if is that right or wrong, you know. Okay.
Menu, that would work. Yeah. Control.
How should we call it? Just validation. I don't know.
Yeah. Or condition checker.
Yeah. Or you could do like validate input.
Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay. Now think about validate input. What kind of input is getting the function? What kind of input will receive?
Well, let's see. In the case of Oregon Trail, every time it's going to be a number.
Okay. So in integer then.
Integer, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
Or we could make user input.
Yes.
The parameter.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little bit nicer.
And then
okay, perfect. So I think. Yeah. Perfect. So we did the story 2. Now, the story 3 start a new game. Well, I mean, we had the action there.
Let's see. Story 3, start a new game. I think we already have. It's just start new game.
Yes. Okay. Story 4, help menu. When you use the choose help menu, play a few paragraphs describing the game and the experience.
Describing the game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, help menu. I mean, is the display menu, right? So the help menu is display help menu. Okay. Okay, quit. Yes, you're right. So it's the save and quit. exit game. Okay, well, the game function is the one that what will do. It will display the, will take care of, call it the view that display the menu, save and quit and continue. Then when he get the answer, he knows what to do. Okay, exit game. So again, so also this one as a user input. So when it's called, you will tell what kind of exit you want to do, save and quit, or C. So then he knows what to do. Okay. This one.
The game is not saved.
Okay, choose an occupation.
So will we need to make a calculation to apply take the parameters that are within each person, each character, and apply them to the player? But we need a function for that.
Yes. Do we need the function? Do we need a class? Sorry, a controller with the class controller with the fit functions.
Yeah, what class controller? That would probably be
because
part of the start game, I think.
Yeah, because I don't want that becomes everything's like just one big class. Seems we're putting everything in one class.
Yeah.
So we should organize things by topics. Now,
that would be good.
How we do that? So okay. Okay, so where do you put the occupation? So if you choose, then he knows. Yeah, but maybe. Yeah. Okay, when you choose occupation, what it does? What the occupation? When you choose occupation, what it does in the game? It gives the balance. You get yeah.
It shows this. You can be a banker, a carpenter, or a farmer.
And all that, it's basically the difficulty level, meaning, if you start with a banker, you start with more money, which means you have more supplies to start with. Carpenter less, and then farmer has the least amount. So that's all I can tell from that. It's just difficulty level.
Okay. Does it change is the banker more likely to get healed? It's just the money. It's basically just the level. Easy, hard, and medium hard.
Yeah.
My understanding, it only has to do with how much money you start off with to buy supplies, and that's it. That's all I could tell when looking at it. Just a fancy way of saying easy, medium, hard.
Oh, okay.
Without actually telling you, so if you didn't actually know the inner part of it, you wouldn't know if you chose the farmer, you're making it hard for yourself.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Sorry, Todd. So everything goes in the start game. This as well is a start game.
No, I think it goes in the game. It's just a game. Let's see.
Think about
game control.
Game control. Okay, so another function there. And how you will call that function?
Start game, I guess.
Like the first one as the point A, start new game.
Yeah, because that'll still be part of starting a new game, right?
Yeah, but yeah, it's true. But okay, when you call start new game, at which stage? Think about the menu, okay? So at which stage you call start new game function?
I guess when you click start new game.
Okay, in the very beginning, there's the main menu, start new game, and what it does, that one. So you choose start new game option, then it calls start new game function in that controller, in the game controller. Then what it does, that start new game function.
Question.
So, yeah. So what it does when first of all, he asks to save their game, and the game is saved. The user is then prompted to enter their name. Okay. Okay, so when they enter their name, we go in the view, right? So because when, start new game action, you save the game, okay, start to save the game. You choose where to save the game, etc. But then he asks you then to put your name. And then controller save. Yeah, it's confusing because you don't know when finish controller, when start the view.
Yeah. I think it all. I think it all goes into the control, at least the game control. Let me see here where it says what game, save new game, retrieve game, create new player. Oh, so create new player, that would be part of it. Okay, that makes sense. So create new player, I guess, would be when you're choosing who you want to be. That makes sense.
Okay. Okay, so occupation, okay, they will choose so it's part of the, okay, let's say it's still part of the start new game. They choose the banker, the whatever, one of the occupation. Then what happened? Explain occupation. So then also story 7 is always the same start new game.
So.
where basically you need to enter the member's name.
Yeah, I think that'll be part of create new player. New player.
Yeah. That's it.
So
Sorry guys, while you guys are looking over, I've just been working on the diagram here.
Okay.
I'm just copying over what they have.
Gotcha.
okay, perfect. Yeah, I think guys we should maybe just skip over that diagram. Then we need to start the point step two. I mean the part two to start to define the test cases. I mean create the the questions. Okay.
Okay, I get it now. Because I was just looking online, and I found some people that completed this project, and I was just looking through it, just trying to understand it. You know how it works.
Okay.
Kind of helps.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Let me see files. Let's see.
Okay, no, in the meanwhile, I'm starting to do the other step regarding the process, define the problem, define the test matrix, this kind of thing.
No, I don't think we have to like calculate the volume of a barrel and stuff, do we?
No, my understanding, that's an example just of a complex equation. But my understanding is we don't have to use that.
Oh, okay. Okay, because they're using an example here. Okay. So which other complex formula we can use?
Let's see, complex algorithm we need. Well, for Oregon Trail. If you guys want. Numbers and certain starting months. Load game display. Bit input. Control.
I was wondering, what's the idea for how are we going to display the map? Because my understanding is it's all text based. How best do we describe in words a map to someone?
Yeah.
I guess we could number the locations because you'll probably go to the locations in order.
Yeah, so, that's true.
Like location 1 would be like wherever you start from. Like I don't know, Nauvoo or something. And location 2 would be after that. I don't know. I'd have to look at a map, but like.
Yeah, but yeah, that makes sense. Then we can do that. So it's just a numbered, and so then there's X amount of numbered locations. So you know, depending upon where you're at. Say you're at number 16, you can compare that to number 1, and then to the end of like number 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Map control. See, what other control classes do you guys think we'll need besides a game and map?
Let's see. We have game and map.
Oh, inventory. We'll have to do.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at right now.
That's right. That's on.
Oh, management of inventory. Add, remove, list. So pretty much the main things for it.
Needed. Manufacturing lumber needed. Okay, so basically it's going to calculate. There's going to be a checker operation.
Oh, easy there. Don't hit the keyboard.
Sorry.
Oh, my son is decided he wanted a little action on the keyboard. I was wondering, what complex equation are we wanting to do for this game?
Complex equation.
I don't know. Can we use the one from the inventory control, like calculate barrel needed?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of all the calculations we'll need.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically any item you have, you'll have to have the control class check to see if you have enough of it to do.
Yeah.
So here, I'll show you guys. Let me see.
What's your foot?
Here. Okay.
Oh, that feels better.
So here I've just been thinking of some stuff that we'll have to calculate.
Mm-hmm.
Money, clothes, food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, money, food.
I'll call it user food.
I guess would we need to keep track of how many members are alive?
Yeah.
Because my understanding is if all the members in the team die, then game over. Because at least reading through it, we need at least one team member to survive by the time you get in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, so part 2, developing control layer methods. So how many methods do we need to develop? Is it just one?
I think a lot, because isn't a method basically like these operations that we're putting in here?
Yeah, this is a method, yes. We need to choose. How many do we need to choose? Because for
we just choose one.
Choose one, and then for this one, we need to do the 3 steps, basically.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so do we know the formula for if we do the calc bar needed? Do we know the formula? So how do you know?
Which is the barrel? I think it's like what, height times diameter, and so we can get pretty much just get the area. For if we're talking about the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's. I think it's what the.
The example has.
Yeah. So the question, I suppose, when the function say calculate barrels needed, it will tell you how many barrels are needed, right? According to the number of people and the amount required and the size of the barrel, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is anywhere saying that? Let's see.
I think pretty much just based off of volume. Oh, thank you, Alan, but no. Okay. I get it. Then eat.
Barrels. Money. I guess we could do food in barrel sizes. We could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Output. Double.
Output. Yeah, number of girls needed.
And then that they're greater than or equal to 0.
Okay, so and this.
0. Oh, I get it. Okay. Okay. If you want, I'll start the test matrix. Guess I'll use an Excel spreadsheet. That'll probably be best.
Yeah, that would work.
All right, that'll be easy. This one over here. What happened? Required number of people.
Number of people, I mean, is 6 or 5, so 5 members plus the leader.
Yeah, and the leader doesn't count as anything because you can't die, you can't, nothing of really, if my understanding is that nothing really happens to you, just only stuff can happen to the people.
Okay, so 5 members, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do we have a template for the text metrics?
Yeah. It's here. For some reason my screen sharing stopped. I'll put it back on.
Oh, okay.
Let's see this one.
So are you making the text metrics now?
Yeah. In fact, I'll
Okay,
show
good.
it to you what I have so far. Can you guys see my screen?
No.
Not yet.
That's weird. I don't know what's going on. Screen share. It says it's sharing, but it's not showing up.
Yeah, I don't know why. It says that you are presenting to everyone down at the bottom, but then nothing shows.
Let me try the other screen just to see what happens. Nope. Okay. So let's see, we need height, diameter, number of people, and that's it. Daily amount required.
Oops. Start that again. Okay.
I was thinking, instead of having like the height and diameter of a barrel, let's see. I don't know. Because in the game, you just have pounds of food. Trying to think. Maybe we'll just do.
Okay, so
Pace. So let's see some variables we could have. Because in the game, you have pace. That's a variable, which is basically food needed. You have pace and number of people. I think that's all we'll need is your pace and then the number of people you have. That's the only parameters we'll need.
So it's again, so number of people and what did you say before? The
pace, like how fast your people eat.
Yeah, like it mentions on there you can go like what was it? Steady, strenuous, and there was one other. What was it? Let me find it.
Oh, okay.
You can choose then how fast you eat?
Yeah, steady, strenuous, and grueling. Those are the three paces. So steady is kind of the that's the slowest pace. Strenuous is the medium pace. Then grueling would be the fast pace.
Okay.
And so if you go, as you go beyond steady, if you go to like medium or hard, you go faster, but you're going to use up more food, and the health party is going to go down as well.
So let's do it like this. I guess we can do it by meals per day. So the pace can be 1, 2, or 3, and that's however many meals you eat per day, or however many pounds you eat per day, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be an easier way to do it, I think.
Yes. So Todd, can you update the document with the this point.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then
I'll set it up.
Thanks.
No problem. Let's see. I'm just not sure how to share it because I started it off as an Excel. Not sure how I convert it to a Google Doc.
Oh.
I wish I could just share my screen. That would make it easier.
That would.
It says I'm screen sharing, but do this.
Guys, I'm coming in a second.
There should be an option in the upload settings to convert uploaded files to Google Doc format.
Oh, that would be sweet. Let me check that. Let's open document.
I'll just post here in the chat the wiki link that I looked up for that.
Oh, thanks.
Shows it was a Excel example they used, so hopefully it should work.
Okay, that'll do. I'm just going to my drive real quick and do that. Alright, I think it's working now.
Yes,
It's opening. Share it with you now. Sweet. Alright. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Got inputs, outputs.
What? Okay.
So let's see, what's the maximum? So pace, the maximum 3 meals a day, I guess. 3 max. Other people. 3 people. 9.
Okay. Sometimes I don't know how my son manages to do what he does.
That would be invalid. We have 3. Might be invalid. Okay, and then let's do our boundaries. So let's see, the most you can have is 3 meals a day. And the most people you can have are 5.
Yeah.
So that boundary will be 15.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 boundaries are just going to be 0 here, 5 here.
Well, yeah, it's no 1. It's not the United Extreme.
I guess it doesn't matter. I was just going off the other example, but I guess it really doesn't matter because 0, 0, it doesn't matter. And then the other boundary will be 1 here. Technically, the boundary would be 0, 0, but whatever. I think that's it for boundaries. That's it. Oh yeah, the error. Then we have to say what the error is. I guess we could. Oh, one more input that we need. For invalid is too many. So let's say we have 5 meals a day and 5 people.
So the first is valid.
Yeah. Too many. Negative numbers for negative value. See, they have a boundary. Valid and invalid boundary. Oh,
Okay, so now it's left to create the code, build the algorithm.
The what?
Sorry, now, so step 2 is finished, right? So the the matrix is finished.
Mm-hmm.
The matrix is finished. So now the third step is writing the algorithm.
Oh yeah. Which in this case,
pseudo.
Yeah, this case will be easy. Let me see here.
So basically, okay, first we need to check, according to our text, matrix here, need to check, make sure that no invalid condition is happening, otherwise throw an error, basically. So which is the value for pace correct? It can be from 1 to 4.
I was thinking from 1 to 3, but we can make it 4 or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking to simplify it, you could just call it, instead of pace, just meals per day.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So we could make it 4, 3, whatever.
Yeah. No. 3 is fine. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So. And doesn't need to be exactly 3, or can be 1, can be 2.
Yeah, it can be 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Can be 1 and 2. Okay. So.
Oh, so we've already done step 4 of this. Okay, that's actually not hard. Okay, we can do that. Yeah. So the calculation is just food times.
Yeah, the total food, how is that? The piece. So how do you...
Let's see, so it would be food per day.
Sorry, people, no? Number of the people, no?
Yeah, but I mean the actual thing, like right here, it would be like right here would be,
Yes.
because it's how much your people eat per day, so it'd be food per day.
Okay.
And then yeah, it's number of people times meals or whatever we want to call the variable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is very simple.
So number of people per times of they eat. How many times they eat, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the question now is, can I ask, can it be when one person is eating 3 meals and a person is eating 1?
Oh no. At least on Oregon Trail, you just pick your pace. You pick how fast your people eat. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So anything else?
I think that's it, right? And then it should output an integer, right? Or a double.
Yes. How is it showing in the return? So basically to do the return.
Return.
Sorry.
I guess, and then if you wanted, you could add to the algorithm to make it a little bit more complicated.
Yes.
And if you want we could make it food used per day. And then you would subtract that minus, wait, in parentheses.
Basically your the total. But in which case, then we to change everything. We do.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want, I can do that later. Yeah.
No, I like your idea. Yes. Yeah, no, it's a good idea. So you're saying, and we need also the total here on the top. So.
Yeah.
So basically, we have another input. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, yeah, I like it.
Or not food used per day, sorry. Now it would be food remaining.
Food left, right? Yeah.
Food remaining, yeah. Food left, yeah. Either one.
Perfect. Sorry, at this point, should we check the total food if there is any total food?
Yeah, we would have to check it to make sure it's not less than 0. I mean, it's not.
Yes.
Yeah, not less than
it's
0.
Beyond 0, yeah.
It's food bigger than 0, yeah. And actually, sorry, minus
less than 0.
Yeah.
And then at which stage we check? Sorry, at which stage we check that? Okay, total food minus 0, then through the error, right? But should we throw another error if after the subtraction?
Yeah. Yeah, because my understanding is that the lowest it can go for anything, any type of thing in the game is 0, but nothing can go into the negative, whether it's money, food, or whatnot. It's never lower than 0.
Okay. So food remain.
So pretty much like if they try and do something that's lower than 0, then that means they can't do it. It won't allow them.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So so we just need to adjust the top. So food base people want to. So how do you call the name of the function now? Because is it fine to still leave it calc food?
Let's see.
Yeah. In fact, let's do it this way. I was thinking instead of total food less than 0, if total food is less than pace times the other one, number of people.
Yeah, no people.
Yeah, because then it will return a negative value at the end. So we'll have to check for that before.
Okay. For individual assignment, what do we do then?
Take a look.
Each teacher is to choose different method. Okay, so we need to choose a method for each of us.
And then do we make a diagram out of it? Or not a diagram, but a...
No, you to do this, the process of,
The matrix, yeah.
Yeah. Each team member is to choose different method in one of the classes in the control layer. Then use a complex equation. Okay, so we need to find other 3 calc thing, yeah, equations. Okay. Okay, should we choose already one for each? Just make sure we don't do the same one.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. So I guess I'll do money needed.
Okay.
I'll take really any of them.
All of them will be actually pretty similar to this.
Mm-hmm. That one? Okay. Sorry, I just went out to take care of something for my son. What I just missed, where are we at now?
Okay. Now, just I suppose just to decide which method each of us can develop. So Todd will do the money needed. I don't know. I can do something with the map control. I don't know yet which one, but I can take something from there.
Okay.
Yeah, I can find a way to make it use some complex equation, something. Yeah, I was thinking about distance or something like that. So, okay. Yeah. So, yeah. So, Todd, sorry, you will finish this one and then you will send us the documents.
Yeah.
Or can we just? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you want, I can finish up the UML diagram.
Yes, perfect. And so and if you can send these 3 and the diagram plus these 2 completed. Do you need any help to finish these ones now? The documents.
Which document?
Is anything else? Sorry. Okay, we have 2 documents. The Word document. Is there anything else missing in this Word document?
Don't think so. Do we need to?
Okay.
Are there any control classes that we need to add that you guys can think of?
For control?
I added time control in case, like if we want to calculate how many days are left in the journey or stuff like that, you know.
Okay. So yeah, so it's cool. Okay, guys. So yeah, I think it's we finished for today.
Yeah, we're good. I'll finish this up.
Okay. So so we wait for the diagram then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. See you next week.
All right. See you, man.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait, one sec. Before we go, oh darn it, we lost them.
Oh yeah, we need to change the.
We need to change the times because otherwise, every time we submit, we're gonna get 10% off.
Yeah.
Because we actually would have had 99% for our last assignment, but because it was late, we got 89 instead. Because 10% off. So like we could have had a pretty solid grade, but as it was, we instead of an A, we had a B.
I saw that last week too. I meant to talk to you guys about it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see them. Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Sorry, cool. Cody, you were saying.
Yeah. So what Todd and I were just talking about, we noticed that like the assignment we just did now, the due date for it is actually yesterday. And then the extended time for late submission is till tomorrow night. And that's what happened for our last assignment. If you notice for a grade, it would have been a 99% last week, but because we were submitted it after yesterday, we ended up getting 89%. It docked 10% off our grade. So what we need to do is we need to meet sooner than today. It needs to at least be like yesterday or anytime before, because these assignments are actually due on Thursday nights.
Okay, so should we do? So yesterday, should we do on Tuesday then?
Yep, that works for me.
Tuesday, yeah, no problem.
All right, Tuesday 1:30 is when we'll meet then.
Okay, same times, but on Tuesday. Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
See you then.
Thanks, Scotty.
See y'all.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.